Either one. Don't matter.
Wait.
Yeah, I think the intro is like, you can actually show it to people above 15 years because it's like basically political, mostly political, and then, I don't know, it's basically history. And all the people above 15 should actually know about like what happens, and I don't think it should be like, it's cruel or something in some way.
Yeah, I think it's perfectly acceptable because there's no violent scenes, no blood. I think that's...
Don't really see a problem there, to be honest.
That's probably like the only violent scene, but I don't see a problem with that for a 15 years old to watch. I think it's gonna go expand the idea to somewhere else because from the beginning of the intro, there was some documentary, black and white documentary about the history from the past, and then it changed to like the skating past. So I assume that there will be something like apart from skating at the end,
Yeah,
which I'm expecting. Yeah.
The song supporting the message as well, like my generation, it's like introducing the whole, whole story. And
After watching both of the videos, to be honest, the main difference, and which is the only difference, is with and without the political part in the beginning, which involves the black and white documentary. To me, for part 2, which is without the documentary part, to me it's more like a skating video kind of thing, or I know that there will be something going on like apart afterwards, but to me it appears to be like a skating video or something that teenagers produce. But for the first one, which is part 1 with the documentary, that involves like politics and history, and I think by putting that as part of the whole video, it just makes it like more like complete, the idea.
I think so, yeah, because I think probably represents like a modern social group with like a bunch of friends below, like evolving into their kind of directions, like they find a passion and they just find, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, maybe it would a little bit more if you showed like other social group, other sort of like more stereotypical characters or things like that. So you had some kind of compare and contrast thing going on. But I reckon there is a definite implication that it's going to be about different social groups and in that particular generation, which is also implied by the song and by the clip in the part 1, where you still had all of those, like those black and white things, because it sort of shows like the separation and things like that. Do you want to go? Well, I think that it has that because it's kind of typical of skate videos that sometimes you'll throw in like a little effect or something just to make things a bit more interesting. So I think that kind of came through. The fact that it's definitely going to be an art movie because there's an art team movie, because there's a bit of that sort of comic book effect when Pablo's doing his skating tricks or whatever. And definitely from the clips in the beginning, you can get an idea of the kind of genre. But I think it's the whole thing, sort of in its entirety, that kind of sort of shows what it's going to be. I don't think you could really single out a single element. I think they work well together.